live on YouTube and see what happens. And open Creator Studio. Is there a possibility of playing Foxhole in the future? Yeah, potentially. That game looks pretty good. Oh my god, we're actually live on YouTube. It's working. That was easy. Sweet. And now I can open multi-chat and I should be able to see chatters from both YouTube and Twitch. If we even get any viewers on YouTube, I'm not sure. Oh, we've already got people in the YouTube chat. Sweet, it is working. But my multi-chat plugin is not working. Why not? Do you typically stream on YouTube? I'm not surprised. I haven't streamed for a long time. It's been years, literally years. I think the last stream I did was on YouTube, but I have not been a regular streamer. But I want that to change. I've basically been doing the same thing for years, just 4 or 5 videos every month, and it's got a little bit stale. I kind of want to challenge myself. I want to become a bit more sociable. Isn't showing multi-stream on Twitch against TOS? I don't think so. I think loads of streamers multi-stream, right? It might have been that way in the past. How is the YouTube stream, YouTube viewers? Let me know if it's like dropping frames. Is there any issues? This is like a test stream. Oh, multi-chat. Oh, I don't know. It'd be a stupid rule if that is the case. It's been 10 years, chat, but we're back. Yeah. Switch to the MMO mouse. The quality did drop a bit on Twitch when you went live on YouTube. That's anecdotal to me. Ashes of Creation players, what do you think about Phase 2 so far? Are you satisfied with the progress? You guys lagging, or is it just me? It might be my problem, I'm not sure. YouTube lags here and there. This is the purpose of the test stream. Maybe I've got my bitrate set too high. I think I've got YouTube bitrate set to 15K and Twitch is set to 6K. So hopefully we can get all of the kinks ironed out tonight, because tomorrow I would like to do a full live stream where I'm actually trying to accomplish something, where I'm trying to like record a first impressions for something and make a video out of it, essentially. That's basically my plan going forward, is to, because for the past few years when I've made my first impressions videos, I've always recorded it just off stream. Some people like assumed that I was streaming, but no, I've never streamed my first impressions. But it doesn't make sense to not stream them. It's like a 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. So the goal would be to stream the first impressions on both Twitch and YouTube if my internet can handle it, and then make content out of the streams. I legit always thought you were streaming your first impressions. I bet most people thought that, to be honest. Is your editor gonna do your stream recaps as well? I need to figure that out. Like, why aren't these mobs dying? Last time I played this game, you used to just be able to farm up really quickly here because there were so many mobs and the guards were killing them. This intro area seems different. There's goblins in the wall. I guess they fixed that. I feel like you'd be backseated a lot during your first impressions. If I feel like I'm being backseated, I could just ignore the chat. But sometimes maybe backseating would be good. Because there's some things that I massively overlook. For example, playing Path of Exile 2, getting to maps without ever turning my passives on. That was awful. Oh yeah, we just got our first YouTube member, Arios. Welcome, thank you. Joining at the Peon Chad tier. Thanks for helping me test my my alerts. So my alerts are working on both Twitch and YouTube. That's good to know. I've been out of the Ashes news for a while. Me too. Since phase 2, I've got a lot of catching up to do. I'd imagine that the audio might be too loud. Let's just put it down just a tad. Sorry if this question's been asked, but I was wondering if you've tried all the classes in Ashes. I've tried a few of them, but not all of them. I think I tried like 3, but I didn't try them to a super high level. I enjoyed the Mage a lot and I enjoyed the Warrior, but I really want to try Ranger. And I'm also looking forward to the Rogue, because in recent years I've become more of a Rogue stealth enjoyer. Well, that seems a little bit different when you loot something. There's like a new icon. Stream on Twitch as well. Yeah, YouTube chat. If you prefer the chat experience on Twitch, go follow me on Twitch. I'm currently testing multi-streaming at the moment. As you can see by the title, it's just a test stream, but tomorrow we're actually gonna... I think we're gonna do a first impressions on Quinfall. That's gonna be the plan tomorrow. So I'll go live in about 11 AM my time. So in about 13 and a half hours, we'll go live and I'll do a live first impressions of Quinfall. I can't believe that that game's actually playable and released. I thought it was a scam. I was 100% convinced that that would never release, but I go on Twitch and I see people playing it the other day, so the reviews aren't looking too hot. I've tried to stay away from spoilers, but it's gonna be interesting to try it out. It's a playable scam. Well, they didn't ask anyone for money, to be fair. Or did they? As far as I'm aware, they never asked for money, so it could just be a bad game. Sometimes games are just bad. Oh, it's $15 to buy it now, I suppose. But they never asked for any Kickstarter money or anything. I'm sure there's worse MMOs for $15. Then again, I haven't played it. It might be absolutely horrendous. We will, we'll make up our minds on whether or not it's a playable scam tomorrow, I suppose. Bloody hell, we've got 791 viewers on YouTube. That's mad. I've only just gone live on it as well. I need to get a YouTube chat working. Hang on. Okay, multi-chat. It's not fucking working. Okay, it's actually working now. LazyPeon on YouTube. If I go to all chats, there it is. That's better. It just took a while to load multi-chat. Unfortunately, I can't find a way of getting multi-chat to appear on the stream. That's better. Oh, by the way, I'm super in the MMO mood at the moment because recently I have gotten back into anime and I watched this anime that was... I've watched 2 animes that were just so fucking good. The first anime was called Solo Leveling. I'm sure a lot of you have watched it. Absolutely incredible. I watched this anime and it made me want to play MMOs. Absolutely loved it. It's like, it's one of those animes that you get absolutely hooked into within the first 2 episodes, and I love that. And then after like episode 2, it was, okay, one more episode, and I just couldn't stop. I love animes that make me want to just do nothing else but binge watch them, so that was fantastic. And the next one I watched was actually a recommendation from my girlfriend. And I thought it was going to be trash. What was it called? One sec. I'm going to have to Google the name because it's got a really weird name. One sec, I'm gonna have to Google it. It's about like a salary man that gets sucked into a MMO world, and he's got this weird special power where he can like do online shopping. Do you know the name of it? What's it called? I'm gonna Google salaryman anime online shopping. Let's see what it's called. What the fuck is it called? No. What's it called, man? My weird online shopping anime. I might just have to open Netflix and just search for it. Campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill. Here it is. Wait, let me bring up here. This is the anime. I thought this was going to be trash. I thought it was going to be absolutely awful. My girlfriend recommended it to me, and after 2 episodes, completely hooked. It's just hilarious. It's cozy. It's really feel good. You just smile all the way through it. And if you just read what it's about, when I read the bio, the about section for this anime, I thought, it looks kind of bad, but I'll give it a chance. It didn't seem like it could have any possibility to be interesting, but it's so interesting. It's so addictive. 10 out of 10 recommend this. It's on Netflix at the moment, so yeah, give that one a watch. And I've also started watching Overlord, so anime has done a good job of getting me back into the MMO feeling. It's a wholesome, happy anime, definitely. Darth Kurusu is requesting a trade. Hello, sir. You're looking cool. What's this? Copper chain necklace. Absolute legend. Thank you. Accept the trade. Cool. Thank you, sir. That's the first time I've experienced streamer privilege in years. It feels good. Copper. There we go. Awesome. Let's get leveling this this mage. I'm really happy that this is working. That the multi-streaming is working. I guess I will be judging the quality after the stream. What is that hair? I don't know. I look like Jesus, don't I? A lot of people are saying in the Twitch chat it's only 720p. I don't know why that's the case. Everyone in the Twitch chat, can you just tell me what your highest quality is at the moment? Same for YouTube. Because this is a test stream and I want to make sure that the quality is good. Because I've got it set to 1920 by 1080. 1080p on YouTube. 720 by 60. Look at these YouTube Master Race over here. All 1080p. Is it 60 FPS on YouTube though? It should be. Yes, it is for me. It's blurry for 720. It's a good thing we've done this test stream then, isn't it? Are you using one PC? I am indeed, yeah. I don't know if it's like meta to have a streaming PC. I suppose I could use a streaming PC. I do have a second one that's just unused. Bitrate feels low. Okay, this is what I want you to do now. If you're watching on YouTube, rate the stream quality out of 10. Give me a rating out of 10, and then I'm going to ask Twitch viewers to do the same. Because on YouTube, I've got it set to 15k bitrate, 1080p 60 FPS. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8. 8, 7, 10. So that seems pretty good on YouTube. I think we can deal with an 8 out of 10 on average. Okay, that's great. So YouTube seems fine, and now Twitch viewers, rate the quality out of 10. That's level 2. 4, 5, 6. Right, so it looks like we've got some work to do on the Twitch end. 720 is really blurry. What encoder am I using? I think I'm using NVEC H264, the NVIDIA one. Oh shit, we just got some super chats. Paradise Decay, thank you for the 248 towards knee bandages. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. And SDD with the 5181. Thank you, dude. Here I can pay for buy books. Good. Did you listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl? It's a great audiobook. I haven't heard of that one. Audiobooks. I've never really gotten into audiobooks or even really considered it. But I know there's some good ones for RuneScape. I think a lot of the time I'm always like thinking. I rarely have time to even listen to music without having my train of thought interrupted. So it's like a 2012 game. I think they're going to improve the graphics later into development. That'd be my assumption. What are you able to multi-stream? Are you able to set the bitrate per platform? Yeah, I've got the bitrate on Twitch set to 6K. And on YouTube, I've got it set to 15K. Let me just double check that, actually. This is a test stream after all. We're not really playing the game. Hang on. Settings. Output. Streaming. No, it's actually set to 10K on Twitch. Let's bring this over. Maybe I don't want to leak anything. Multi-pass mode. 2 passes, quarter resolution. I think that sounds wrong. 2 passes, full resolution. Let's try that. Okay, I've just changed something. I don't know if I need to restart the stream for it to take effect. Pretty sure 8K is max for partners, otherwise you'll get throttled. That could be it then, if I've got it set to 10K. Streaming. Okay, 8K. That might be the issue. How are you feeling about the game? Ashes, I haven't really checked in on it since Phase 2 started, so I need to play it a little bit more to update my opinion on it. Going to get into streaming more often now. Yes, it's going to be a very regular thing going forward. We're going to start making content tomorrow, really. Like regular content from streaming. Let's just Google this. Twitch max bitrate partner. 6K? Really? Fucking hell. Okay, we'll put it down even more. Maybe this is the issue. Because I've got 8. I started out with 10K. I must be getting throttled. Are you using on CBR? I believe so. It doesn't even say CBR. It just says... It says constant bitrate. It used to say CBR. So let me know if the quality improves on Twitch now. I've just updated it. Seeing as MMOs are your favorite genre, you should be watching Shangri-La Frontier, cozy and chill anime. I'll write it down. I love MMO animes. Shangri-La Frontier. Okay, I've saved it. Just switch from Twitch to Twitch from YouTube. Definitely a downgrade. Okay, so I've updated the bitrate. Has anyone noticed any difference on Twitch? Twitch viewers, is it better? Stream needs to be restarted to get the effects. Okay, I'll restart it. Okay, we'll re-enable the YouTube live stream as well. Let's check it out over here. Yeah, this looks good now. Holy fuck. What a difference. Brilliant. I'm so glad that I decided to do a test live stream, because if I just started making content and trying to record a first impressions and I had that issue tomorrow, I'd have been so annoyed. So that makes sense. Brilliant. Can you mention what you're actually using to multi-stream? Something called Atom. I basically typed in a bunch of guides on how to multi-stream, and the one that was recommended the most was this plugin called Atom. So I'm using that. It allows you to separately set the bitrate. Okay, so because we didn't do this with the YouTube chat, and we've got more people here, let me show you something that I've got set up, which is kind of cool. I'm going to give you a little tour of the condo, and we should have higher quality now. So I'm going to switch to my phone, okay? And we're going to go for a little walk together. And I'll show you my cat. And okay, let's do this. Hang on. So go here. Just need to type in some stuff. It'll be very cool if this works on YouTube as well. We're getting a little bit technical. Okay. And then if I go to phone camera, tick this box. Please work. It's not working. Fuck me. Oh, it is working. Okay. Let's see if my internet can handle this. So, for those of you on YouTube who didn't catch the start of the stream, I've actually got a really cool setup now. This is like my teleprompter, where I can actually read Twitch chat whilst looking into the camera. How cool is that? We've got Ashes of Creation over here. Got you guys over here. I bought myself a stream deck because I'm serious about getting into streaming now. Quality is questionable, but we can see it. Okay. It might be up and down because it's on like phone camera. We'll see. This is the PC. Rocking the Starforge. So let's go for a walk. This is the ultimate test to see if it's working or not, to multi-stream and do this. I'm going to switch to the phone microphone now. Testing, check. Phone camera. I think it's working. So this is the office. Got a green screen down here. We're going to hunt for a cat. By the way, guys, even if you're not into Muay Thai or martial arts, I highly recommend getting yourself a pair of Muay Thai shorts. They're so comfortable. This is my little workout area. Here's the cat. Hey! Hey! Her name's Nyla. Say hello.
Hello.
It's my girlfriend. She's got her little gaming setup over here. We've been playing PoE 2 together when that came out. Addicted. And here's my jiu-jitsu doll that I've never actually done any jiu-jitsu on. Muay Thai shrine. Let's see, has this cut out midstream or is it working? I guess we'll find out. Seems to be working. Is it working? Back over to the good microphone. And let's hide this. And we're back. Was that a smooth transition or was it awful? Worked fantastically. Awesome. That's so cool. I'm so glad that I've got that working. 10 out of 10. Brilliant. That's so good because I was thinking, like, if I was to ever do a subathon or do some kind of challenge, what we could do is have, like, for every certain amount of subs, I have to do, like, a bunch of push-ups or something. I could just take the phone into the workout area and just start hammering push-ups and you guys could see me do it. That's pretty cool. Pretty good. Quality was bad at the start, but it got better. Yeah, I think it probably took a bit of time to get going. We got some Prime subs. Batman with the Prime. The BB with the Prime. Andy with the Super Chat. First time catching you live and on YouTube. Glad to see you here. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Crotis with the tier 1. Appreciate all of you guys tuning into my first stream in absolutely years. Not gonna lie, in the past, I've always been really nervous about streaming, but I think it's one of those things that you need to do a lot of to get used to it. And I've always had this crazy anxiety around live streaming. I don't know why. I'm gonna try and be less antisocial. Try and be a little bit more outgoing because I'm just a natural introvert. How are we doing on YouTube? What game is this? Ashes of Creation. Alpha 2 Phase 2. Starting a new character on AOC? Yeah, I'll level up the mage for a bit. Actually, I kind of want to level a ranger. I've already played the mage a little bit. What do you guys think the most fun class is in AOC at the moment? I have heard a lot of good things about the ranger, but the mage does feel really good to me as well. For this Hogwarts Legacy, yeah, it's got similar wand animations, hasn't it? Got a few people saying mage. The bard. Yeah, if I was a support player, I'd be so excited to play the bard because I love the mobility. I love it when people design classes where you can just run around and cast everything on the move. Been following the OnlyFans content. Only the stuff that gets posted on YouTube and various clips. I haven't really been tuning into it live because I've been on holiday. I saw the drama. I think everyone saw the drama. Did Mortal Call last night. I saw the fight where Soda Poppin had to fight Tyler 1. That was really funny. What class have you tried so far? I've tried the mage, I tried a bit of cleric, and the warrior. But I haven't played them to super high levels yet, like around level 10. Thoughts on the combat here? Ash's combat is in the right direction. I think that the combat was one of the things that I was the most impressed with during phase 1. I need to get some new abilities, hang on. I'm just fucking one button in it. Streaming is very different to playing like normally. I feel like my gameplay is 10x worse whilst streaming compared to not streaming, because you're kind of paying attention to the chat and you're trying to be interactive. I think if I was to boot up PoE 2, I'd be absolutely awful right now. How grindy is it? It's very grindy. The Alpha 2. That's why I haven't gotten super far, because it's grindy and there's been like character resets. I'm intrigued to see what's changed with Alpha 2 compared to Phase 2 compared to Phase 1. I wonder if questing is still rough. Because obviously Phase 1 was more of a network test for Ashes. But Phase 2, I think they've introduced a lot more systems, and it's going to become more and more about the content, isn't it? How do you feel about the stolen assets issues? I haven't actually heard about that. I followed a lot of the Ashes drama, but I never heard anything about stolen assets. That's a new one. Barely any questing, 90% is just grinding mobs. So that's still the case, is it? That's how it was in phase 1. Oh, that feels good. Who's put that on me? I love the effect of that bubble. Which class is that? That's a beautiful bubble. Cleric. That's a cleric bubble. That is really nice. I love the effect on it. Been watching your videos since you were fat and addicted to BDO. Never seen you live before. Good shit, man. Thank you for years of content. Man, that's a long time ago. The BDO streams. But I remember it like it was yesterday. I still remember like all of the names of the people that were in the BDO community from like 7 years ago. Well, most of them anyway. It's funny how in MMOs, you tend to not forget people who you played with or who were a big part of a community for years and years. Sometimes you remember MMO players longer than you do people in real life. How's Thailand been? Staying there forever? Yeah, most likely staying there forever, if possible. I do love it. I did visit Japan in January. I went snowboarding, I went to Tokyo. I really love Japan, but Thailand just feels like home to me. Japan's just a great place for me to visit. I think if I moved to Japan permanently, as much as I think I could be very happy living in Japan, I think I'd miss the Muay Thai culture of Thailand. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I went to a new gym recently called Venom Muay Thai, and I think this gym actually has a world champion that trains there. There's a few like one championship fighters that trains at this new gym I go to, and it's been quite an experience. Any more fights lined up? I'd like to do another one in the middle of the year. So I think at level 3 we're going to head over to a different place. Last fight was insane to watch. That last fight I did was so scary, man. I felt so stupid for doing that. I can't believe that I got away with it. I'm so lucky that that guy was just as gassed as me, because on the day of that fight, I was just ready to cancel it. And the funny thing is, if I wasn't playing Brighter Shores, I wouldn't have accepted that fight. I was playing an MMO called Brighter Shores, and I was recording a first impressions video for it, and I was so fucking bored playing this game. I was so bored, and I had to like put in like, a certain amount of time into the game, obviously, to do my video. And at peak boredom, that's when I read the message from my coach, and he says, "Oh, would you like to do a fight in 2 days?" Usually I'd say no. But I was so bored, I needed something to give me dopamine, and because I was playing Brighter Shores, I accepted something that I really shouldn't have. So if I got seriously injured in that fight, I would have 100% blamed Brighter Shores. Because if I was playing a fun game, if I was playing PoE 2, for example, if PoE 2 was out at that point, I would have never accepted that fight. It's funny how bad games can affect your state of mind. I have 500 hours in this. It's really boring to grind, but it's still the best MMO I've played since WoW. 500 hours already. You're getting your money's worth. I'm definitely wanting to put a lot more time into Ashes. It's just a case of me trying to figure out when the best time to put in, when would be the best time to really put more time into it. Because I wouldn't want to put like 100 or 200 hours into it and then get to level 20, 25 and then my character's just wiped. So for me, the plan has always been wait until phase, like mid-phase 2 or phase 3. These are new quests. Oh, that's been moved, has it? The Gateway Medallion. Ah, I don't know why I didn't pay attention to any of the quests upon logging in this time. Just kill the goblins, okay. Yeah, they just moved that quest, that's all. If you're not in a guild, it's not as good. Yeah, I'd imagine. Actually, that's a big motivation for me starting to stream. I'd like to just have people to play with. I play MMOs solo way too much. For years, I've just been a pure solo player, basically. It's not good. And for Ashes, if they can deliver on their vision, it will be probably a forever game for me. So it'd be good to build a community and be ready to go and learn as much as I can about the game before a full release. Looking in great shape, dude. Thank you. This game's hard to solo. Yes, it is. I remember now. Yeah, I really struggled when on my phase 1 first impressions. I was pretty much mostly playing solo. Do you play Diablo 4? I do sometimes. I haven't. The last season I played was season 4. Season 3, what was the recent season? Season 7, right? I think season 7 dropped whilst I was on vacation, so I missed that one. I feel like it'd be hard to go back to Diablo 4 after playing PoE 2, though. What is this icon? Oh, they've got a random event here, have they? This is a new one. Level 8. Active players 1. Find the horns. Okay, so we've got some new events. Level 8, but it's right next to the starting area. So these mobs are level 2. Find the horns. What do you mean? There's a mini dungeon above you. Oh. Dropping some frames here in game. Don't know if that's the game or me streaming. Ah, I see the event is actually above me, and that is indicated by these double arrows pointing upwards, I'm guessing. So I can't really be doing that yet. How would you even get up there, though? Guess we got a bit of exploring to do. It's 40 hours to get to 25. Okay, it's doable if it doesn't reset. You want EU servers? Yeah, EU servers are the best connection for me. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of new icons. What is this? Why is this yellow icon slightly different from the orange icon? So this is like a book, and this looks like 2 cards. Are they the same thing? Oh, but when I actually go over to him, the icon is different in person. Just a visual bug, I guess. I just want to get my horse. Let's grab the horse. Will there be any Asian or OCE servers? I asked Steven not too long ago if there's going to be SEA servers, and he said yes, just not for alpha. It's going to be for the full release game, for the full release of the game. So that's good. I was really worried about that. Oh, yo, you got a wolf? Can I just ride that? Saucian, thank you for the mount, dude. Much appreciated. Wait, let's see if let's ask him a question. Did you tame that yourself? Pog. Oh, wrong button. Let's give it a go. The wolf. Nice. Chad mount. You can only get mounts by taming them, other than the horse. Yeah, so he's actually tamed this wolf. That's really cool. Okay, graphics look kind of low res, or is it YouTube compression? The graphics in places do look a bit low res. Let me check. I feel like the game looks worse in the snow. I don't know why. It's maybe the snow texture. We got the graphics maxed out. Yeah, or an ultra. Right, let's just go grind goblins. As if I'm going to quest while streaming. Reading chat and reading quests while streaming at the same time after not streaming for so long. Yeah, that's too much for my brain to handle. Yeah, that's something I'd like to ask Steven next time I get the chance to talk to him. To what extent will the graphics and visuals improve? Because that's been a question that I've seen a lot of people ask. I'm sure he's probably answered it a million times and I just haven't seen the answer. I'd assume that the game would start to look really pretty at the end once everything's working. You no longer need to walk up to an Ember string. They trigger when you get close. That's useful. Okay, let's see. Is this still the place where you grind at like level 3 and 4? Yeah, it looks like it. Show up to a PI meeting. These bloody PI meetings are at the worst time for me. Whenever they're scheduled, it's like 3 or 4 a.m. So I'm asleep. So for me to attend one, I'd have to wreck my sleeping pattern. Did you say we're getting Oceanic servers? Yes, we are. We're definitely getting SEA servers, and I'm sure we're getting Oceanic servers as well. Who really cares about graphics? OSRS has bad graphics. It's still good. Yeah, true. It's not the biggest deal. The graphics are fine. They're passable. They will get better. I think they do. Good graphics do add something to a game, though, doesn't it? I think people play BDO to this day for the graphics. Although in high-end content, you kind of need to turn it down to potato mode to even see anything. Speaking of OSRS stream when? Soon, I reckon. I have been playing a lot of OSRS. I recently got my quest cape. OSRS was something that I was doing whilst I was on vacation. I had like 3 quests to finish, and I got the quest cape. I've started transitioning to the end game. Oh, fucking hell. This thing hurts. There we go. I was waiting for the carry from the cleric. Yeah, so with OSRS, I had to do Desert Treasure 2, Song of the Elves, and I think one more. But Desert Treasure 2 was so hard. It took me about 8 hours to finish that quest. I died so many times. It's a good thing I wasn't playing a hardcore. Fire Cape attempt. I've already got the Fire Cape. Fire Cape's not too hard. Inferno Cape will be the hard one, though. At the moment, I'm on the Corrupted Gauntlet grind. I need to get the Bofa. Well, actually, I've already got the Bofa. I need to get a full set of crystal armor. A few more pieces to go. That fucking Corrupted Gauntlet content, though, that made me so mad whilst I was trying to learn it. And then you get a few KC and it's fine. Isn't Alpha 2 Phase 2 now? You put Phase 1 in the thumbnail. Did I put a thumbnail? Fuck. I don't know what I did for the thumbnail because it's just a test stream. But yeah, it is Phase 2. When you loot someone's body, you get flagged. Yeah, true. You're flagged for PV. Did I just accidentally loot someone's body? Bro, I'm actually purple. Wait, why did it... Did someone die on purpose and fucking grief me? I think you could do that, couldn't you? You could get yourself killed, run in front of someone that's not paying attention. They just loot because they're not really paying attention. They're just fucking running around, pressing tab, and they just become flagged. That's interesting. That's 100% what's just happened, isn't it? This is green. Steal his loot. Ah. I see. See, if I wasn't paying attention, I'd just fucking yoink that. Yeah, I remember now. I did see a bit of purple pop up. So if you see purple loot, that means that you will get corrupted when you loot it. Skull tricking in the game other than RuneScape. Yeah. Peon, do you play TL anymore? I haven't played it for a while, but it's got that Talandry update coming out soon, so I'm going to revisit it very soon. I basically got fully geared in tier 1. I think I maxed pretty much all of my gear, but I stopped playing before the rune system came out. So I need to do the rune thing, and then I need to grind tier 2, I guess. The thing with TL is I was enjoying it, but then Path of Exile 2 came out. And the gameplay of Path of Exile 2 is just so much smoother. It was hard to go back to TL because it's really clunky. The part of the reason why I did play TL for so long was the hope that they would fundamentally improve the combat, and I'm not too sure if they're going to do that. I haven't heard any news on them actually improving the fundamentals of the game. I was talking to Cannon about it. I actually met Cannon in real life not too long ago, about a month ago now. Yeah, Cannon came to Bangkok. We had steak. We had some MMO discussions, and I was saying to him, TL's issue isn't content. It's got a lot of content and the content is good. The biggest issue for TL, which they should really address, is just the fundamental gameplay. That's the reason why I stopped playing. It was nothing to do with content. Content-wise, I was fine. It was the fucking targeting in large-scale PvP was awful. It just doesn't seem to target the nearest enemy properly. It was basically everything that I listed in the last video I made about TL. All of the fundamental gameplay issues. If they was to fix all of that, it would be a fantastic MMO. You just kind of get sick of the clunkiness, and when you play something that doesn't have that clunkiness, it's hard to go back to TL. That's the issue. Bangkok versus Pattaya, thinking of moving. It depends if you're a city person or not. For me, I really struggle with big cities. The only big city I think I could live in the world would be Tokyo, because it's a big city, but it doesn't suffer from the downsides of big city. I could live in Tokyo 100%. But Pattaya is like a bit of a big town, not really a big city. And it doesn't really struggle with the traffic issues that Bangkok has. Traffic is a really big deal for me. I tell you what though, Tokyo is the nicest city I have ever been to, and it's not even close. Tokyo is just so unbelievably impressive. Like, I did a lot of walking through Tokyo this time on this vacation, and I was trying to find a street that didn't look beautiful, and you just can't. Every street looks like it's been pressure washed and cleaned. Oh, thank you. Oh, a day strider. That's cool. Another mount. Let's try out the day strider mount. The cleanliness of Japan is so nice, and the traffic of Tokyo. The crazy thing about Tokyo is it's one of the most densely populated cities in the world. I think there's like 16 million people live there, but it's so drivable in a car. I think it's because the public transport is fantastic. They've got this amazing train system. The buses are nice. Wow, I've actually, first time riding around on a day strider. I remember when they made the trailer for this a few years ago. That's a hilarious mount, isn't it? But yeah, you can zip around in Tokyo in a car, absolutely no problem. Beautiful city. I could definitely live there. Snorse. Yeah, that's a better name for it, a snorse. Could you ride this animal in Tokyo? No, but you'd probably see people cosplaying as an animal similar to this in Tokyo. I live in the countryside of Japan. I think it'd be nice. I think living in the countryside of Japan would also be really nice. It's probably a lot cheaper as well. As much as I say that I could live in Tokyo, I think for me to find a condo or an apartment that's big enough with walls that are soundproof enough for me to make content, it'd probably be quite expensive. I'd have to live on the outskirts or something. Got much PvP in with the betas? I haven't yet, no. I've always been a little bit behind the level curve. Just been awkward timing with the tests and me not knowing what's going on with resets. But I'm going to try and level up to level 25 and experience it in the coming weeks and months. I think I remember hearing Steven say there's going to be less resets. Do you guys know if there's going to be a reset between Phase 2 and Phase 3? Or will we keep our characters for that? And how long away is Phase 3? Because if we've got like a few months until the next reset, okay, I will put in the time and level up. No reset, just fresh servers. Okay, brilliant. So I might as well just crack on leveling some characters up then. Phase 3 is May. Still on target for May, is it? Okay. I guess I've got some leveling to do then. That's quite exciting. I always struggle to play an MMO if my feeling of progression is super temporary. I'd like it to at least last a fair few months. So at least I can do that now. I think we got a skill point we haven't spent. Firebolt's the one I like, I think. Yeah, I like Firebolt because you just spam it. So it's like hardcore WoW wouldn't be up your street. I think hardcore WoW's different because you go into it with the expectation that you die and it's over, and it makes you play the game differently. So there's no wipe when Phase 3 comes? Apparently not. So in Thailand, how's the ping there? Connecting to EU, it's about 200 ping, which is quite playable on Ashes. I can't really feel ping issues in this game. I guess it's because it's tab targeting, but in action combat games, I do struggle with the ping. The worst thing about living in Thailand is connecting to MMOs. It is just being an MMO gamer. That is just the worst thing. If I was to make a pros and cons list, the #1 con, just 100% ping and MMOs. Same from Japan. At least with Japan, you do have like a lot of Japanese hosted MMOs. But if you're not playing one of those, I guess it sucks as well. Waipatia, it's really convenient. It's close to Bangkok. It's really easy to get around. There's very, very good Muay Thai gyms. Tons of shopping malls. It's just a really livable place. I wouldn't recommend living in the center though. The center of it's a shithole. But I live in quite a nice area. Kind of outside of the center. Jomtyen's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I live not too far from there. So when there's like tons of tourists and stuff and it's really busy, there's not really too much traffic in my area. I can still nip around on my motorbike, get to the gym. But honestly, my life in Thailand nowadays, probably pretty similar to the same life as what you guys live. I basically play games all day, and the only time I really leave the house is either 7-Eleven or Muay Thai training, so I don't really go out too much. I'm very much just happy in my condo. Got everything that I need right here. Been learning the Thai language. My Thai skills are pretty good now. It's fairly decent. We get any loot? What's this? Second Sword Division cloak. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for the cloak. I think this is the first time I've got a cloak in Ashes. On my first character, I never managed to get a cloak drop. Bit of cape physics. We need some robes, though. How do you get around? Motorbike. I don't even have a car. I think it would be absolutely pointless me getting a car in the city that I live in because the traffic's just not... It's not ideal for a car. You would just be wasting so much time just driving around. Let's see, have we got any events? There used to be 2 events. A good one over here and one here. I know it's still early, but how does Ashes feel to play? The feeling of how the game is to play is the game's biggest strength. In terms of feeling, like the movement, the combat, everything's super responsive. It's comparable to WoW in that regard, so... The most important thing to get right, they've got right. I think people's biggest concern with Ashes nowadays is how long it's going to take to finish the rest of the game, to get all the content out. But my theory when it comes to MMO development, and I'm not 100% sure on this because I'm not a developer, but this makes sense to me. I would imagine that it takes the longest amount of time to, number 1, design the first zone, and number 2, design all of the base foundational systems that you then build upon. Like combat, classes. I would imagine that all of that stuff just takes way longer than actual content. Once you've got the foundations in place, I would imagine that making content doesn't actually take that long. Making new zones, making new assets, adding monsters to the world, adding building types to the world. In my mind, I don't think that would take that long compared to laying the foundations. Am I right, or is that completely off base? But that's what makes sense in my mind. Like, if you're making an MMO, you're going to want to spend the most amount of time in terms of world design building the first zone, I would imagine. Because you're going to want to have the scale of the buildings to a certain size. You're going to want to figure out your questing in that zone. You're going to want to figure out most of the systems in that one zone. And once you've got that nailed down, I would imagine it's just a case of then doing a similar kind of thing but slightly different to other zones. Once you've got a template to follow, if that makes sense. That's why I'm not freaking out too much about the content that's available in the game so far. Because I do think they'll just be able to knock it out once everything's in place. Biggest problem is the cost. I think they've got that nailed down, though. I think they're going to be fine for that. I think Steven spoke about the cost of the game in a recent interview with Asmongold, right? I think he mentioned it will probably take another 50 mil, I think he said, to finish the game, which he's prepared for. So it was something like that. Once you nail the recipe down, it's easy to replicate it in other zones. Yeah, exactly. GG, that's level 4. Lightning strike. No, let's go with... We go bombardment. No, lightning strike. Okay. Oh, yo, I've had a bunch of subs that I didn't shout out yet. By the way, guys, I hope this is okay with you, but I decided to not actually add alerts to the stream because when I'm streaming, I want to be able to use the content to then make YouTube videos in the future. So if you like sub or donate, I don't want to have big annoying sounds popping up interrupting the stream because it could just like ruin footage. And I don't think alerts really adds too much. So I will read your messages if you donate or sub, but it might just take a while for me to glance over. It's fine, no annoying pop-ups or something. I'm glad we're on the same page there. Thanks to Nimrun, Mimjo, Chamron, James Saw, and Don Holiday for the subs. And Trinitas with the super chat. Thank you. Hey, Big Damage, what's the best way to get you to try out our indie MMORPG? Well, I've recently just made a Discord channel. So post it there or send me a message on Discord. You can find me through there and I'll have a look at it. Someone posted their indie MMO in Discord earlier and added it to my wish list and downloaded it. So we'll see, but that's the best way. Is this game worth playing for the alpha? There's a lot of people who have got a lot of hours out of the alpha, so it seems to be worth it for some people. I think the consensus is if you're going to join a guild and get into the community aspect, it's way more worth it. But if you're going to be playing solo, you might not enjoy it as much. I've actually missed this, you know. It's been 2 years since I turned on a live stream, and I've never ever done a multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube. It's actually so chill to just play an MMO, read chat, interact with people. I've actually missed it a lot. Hopefully I can get better at streaming. I need to build up my confidence with it. Full-time streamer incoming. I would like to just 2 birds, 1 stone. I think that's the play. In hindsight, it's been kind of stupid that I've gone basically my entire YouTube career not streaming, not doing 2 birds, 1 stone. Is this UE5? It is indeed. How many viewers do we have on YouTube at the moment? Over 1,000. Is that right, or is that? No way. Over 1,000 on YouTube. That's insane. Just a little test stream. First stream in bloody ages, and it's up to 1,000 on YouTube, and on Twitch we're at 478. That's not bad. That's really fucking cool. Man, having a cleric pocket you is so OP. Change the title. Test stream doesn't bring in people. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream soon, though, because tomorrow I'm going to do a real live stream. We're going to be playing, what's that game called? Quinfall. So I want to wrap up the test stream, and we're going to do a proper stream tomorrow. I think we're all good. We've ironed out the issues on Twitch, and tomorrow we're going to do our first ever live first impressions video, and we're going to see how that goes. I might turn off the on-screen Twitch chat for that, just so it's more editable for YouTube. We'll see how it goes. What time am I streaming tomorrow? I'll be streaming in exactly 12.5 hours from now, so you can figure out whatever that is in your time. But that'll be at like 11 AM my time. The world is retarded. Thanks for the super chat. Is it crashing for you a lot? Crashing all day? No, Ashes hasn't crashed for me. Kyle, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. Right. Thanks you guys for checking out the test live stream. I have very recently just created a Discord channel because I've gone without a Discord channel for absolutely years, and it's time that I make a community and get ready for the release of Ashes. We'll put a guild together. We'll play some MMOs together, and yeah, I'll be taking a new approach to content creation this year. Hopefully, it means more content for you guys. Hopefully, just more good stuff to come. Appreciate it. Have a good night, and thanks for helping us out with this test stream. Have a good one.